Rated M for mature.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei 4. In the previous video, we got all the way back to Tokyo after going on kind of a road trip to, well, blasted Tokyo and burning Tokyo. And now we're finally back home with not really much of a good idea on what we're supposed to be doing, actually. So, the game's kind of vague in this, and I guess it just expects you to wander about. But we actually have to go back to Club Florida and talk to Fujiwara and Skins to see what we have to do basically next. Now, the thing that happens next in this game is kind of and also I need to trade some more relics and get like a crap ton of money. Watch this, bada bing! So much money, man. After we've, been relic collecting for a good 5 episodes now without any place to really spend all the money. Anyway, so yes, we need to go back to actually not Club Fujiwara. That'd be kind of a weird place. Club Florida. Which is right up here as always. Unfortunately, there's still more obnoxious, extremely annoying little enemies to fight. Unfortunately, there's no Estoma for, like, the actual running around sections, just the overworld, so that gets kind of annoying, I guess. But hey, it's not the end of the world. I mean, all in all, auto pinpoint, they should only take a little while. And yes, we finally arrived at Club Florida. Now, we should probably go and see if Fujiwara or Skins has any idea of what we should be doing.
Huh? You're still in Tokyo? I've heard the situation in your home country is pretty serious, too.
Yes. We are not certain what can be done.
Sounds like we're both at a loss. The Demon Lord Lucifer has been resurrected in Tokyo. It's looking more and more like Doomsday is here. And I don't think there's anything we humans can do about it this time.
In that case, why not turn to a god? And by that I mean the guardian deity of Tokyo, which the doctor mentioned.
Did you just say the guardian deity of Tokyo? Hey, you know who she means?
Well, yeah, Masakado. Isn't that the defender of Tokyo, according to Steven?
Then tell me his name.
Master.
And yes, 8 letters to spell out the national defense divinity of Tokyo. It's defending deity. It's guardian angel, if you will. Well, not really angel, since, those guys are, well, kind of creepy, to put it frank. And yes, Masakado is the name of the defender of Tokyo.
Hold on. Are you?
Hold this katana! Just hold it! Fujiwara.
The day's finally come.
Indulge me in a little story of the old days. I used to belong to the counter-demon force. Back then, I slayed Masakado together with, well, a certain young man. This sword is Masakado's katana. It's the medium that controls Masakado. Together with Masakado, the young man became the ceiling over Tokyo. It saved this city from the missiles. I ended up inheriting this katana. But no one since then has been able to pull it from its sheath. Not even me.
We decided to bide our time until we were ready to act, by forming what you know as the Hunters Association, for the day when someone else showed up who could unsheathe that katana and save us once again.
You should have this. Masakado is a patriotic warrior who is known as a fearsome national defense divinity. If someone deemed worthy of watching over Tokyo was to call to him, I'm sure he'd answer.
Even a human might be able to stop the war between angels and demons if they had Masakado's power on their side. Us old folks can finally let go now. We'll leave the rest to you kids.
Gracious. It seems you've been chosen to represent humanity.
Go to the giant boulder in Ginza and pull out that katana there. You'll understand what this is about when you do.
I'll register that as a new quest on the list.
And well, we finally have a mission. We have to go to the Ginza and reawaken Masakado with his katana. And yeah, it seems that he's a giant boulder in the 4th district, which we haven't actually gone to yet. So guys, I'm just going to cut real quickly to the Ginza so that we can reawaken Masakado. And okay guys, here we are, back in the Ginza. Now, if you come over here, I actually said prior this wasn't supposed to be done necessarily till later in the game, and that is still very true. Because if you came over here before, you might be sort of confused on what to do. But now that we have Masakado's katana, we can finally awaken the defender deity of Tokyo.
Look! The boulder before us!
I am Masakado, the great spirit of the earth charged with protecting Tokyo.
Congratulations on completing the quest.
Yes, we did it! Reawoken Masakado! Now we can fight off all the angels and the demons and protect everybody! Hooray!
Oh there. Ah, you have reincarnated. I am aware of your intentions. You wish to remove the dome above and restore Tokyo to its rightful form. In short, you intend to revive the goddess of Tokyo, correct?
Oh, does that mean... Will the rift between the Eastern Kingdom of Mikado and Tokyo be healed? Will their peoples live together? What a splendid idea! There is the choice I've been longing for!
Unfortunately, my essence has left me to become the dome up above. As it stands, I have no power to lend you.
What?
But that does not mean there is not a way. Unite the souls of Tokyo's people as one to form a singular great soul. What you call hope is my nourishment. Offer this great spirit of hope to me. If you do this, my head will return to its body. Here, fill this chalice with the hopes of Tokyo's people. When the chalice is filled, the great spirit of hope will form on its own.
I'll register that as a new quest on the list.
But how are we to gather hope? Perhaps the best way is to travel the regions of Tokyo in search of some morsel that may help us.
And indeed, it seems that Masakado is still not at full power, which is so rather unfortunate. So now our quest is to reunite Masakado's head and his body, which, strangely enough, starts by going into this bar. Kind of strange, isn't it?
Ah, Tokyo these days. No matter where you look, it's demons everywhere. No wonder the hunters' hearts aren't in it, huh? They'll be going bust if this keeps up. What we need is some kind of gimmick to boost the hunter trade. That's why the Hunter Association has decided to change how the rankings work. We've always ranked people in various categories, but from now on, we're switching to just one big list. Basically, we're turning the system into a tournament to determine the champion hunter. Maybe the tournament-style rankings will liven up the hunter trade. Say, You're a samurai from the world up top, right? An outsider contending for the title would be a great way to drum up interest in the tournament. If you won the championship, you'd be the man of the hour. You'd be a shining ray of light for them, a hero that everyone could pin their hopes on.
Looks like the quest is going well.
Well, it seems we figured out how to fill up the Chalice of Hope. We simply have to win this tournament. I mean, it shouldn't be really too hard. We've kind of been destroying everything.
With a hook like that, there's no way you can refuse, right? The future of the hunter trade could be riding on your shoulders. I'll be counting on you.
And yes, we now have our true objective. Now, basically, we need to check all the bars in Tokyo, and some other places, to get a series of quests. And wow, we're only rank 14 after literally beating the White and going to different dimensions and defeating demons there. Seriously? You think I'd be maybe a little higher? That's okay though, we're gonna climb the ranks very quickly. Now, there's only a certain amount of quests that you have to do. Basically, I'm gonna do 18 of them. That's all you have to do to basically progress the game. So we're gonna start that right now. And alright, starting with quest number 1. We gotta go all the way back to Ueno, and I really hope you guys like this speeded up section and shows some of the best music from all the Shin Megami Tensei games. First thing we gotta do, we gotta go back to Ueno's underground station, head to the bar, and, well, scan the billboard for more quests. This is gonna automatically update all the quests that have now been unlocked. Number 1 we gotta take care of is Eggs for 100, which is a delivery quest. This entails us going back to Sky Tower, which, if you remember, was the first place we entered in the game. Which unfortunately means we're going to be running into kind of annoying enemies that are relatively weak. And then we're going to come up to this observation deck and take care of some monsters. However, be extremely careful, because now there are fallen angels in the Sky Tower. So be very careful of that. Don't come in here thinking all the enemies will be extremely weak. Now I slowed down this portion again just to show you the area in which has the egg. You should see a little question mark over here. Simply come into this nest. I don't exactly know how this works. And you're going to fight a giant white bird. Yes, very strange. This guy is weak to fire. He's only level 10. Keep that in mind. This quest is actually supposed to be taken when you basically first get to Ueno. However, for the sake of actually simplifying the game and not making my guide really that difficult, I decided to put off some of these quests till, well, very later. Because basically some challenge quests have, how do you say it, questions that can kind of make the whole getting neutral thing sort of confusing. And yep, we defeated one Rock, I don't exactly know how to say that. It's probably Rock, but it does not matter. Now that that egg has been retrieved, it's time to, well, take on the next quest. I want to make the city bright, which is actually back in Ueno. So what we're going to do now is, we're going to come over to the west side, and we're going to search for a camera shop, which is right over here. It is actually a single demon domain inside this camera shop. Now, at the end of the domain, you're going to run into an Oni. This guy is not hard at all. He's like level 15 or something. Very, very easy to beat. After defeating him, he's basically just going to give us what we need, which is an LED light. And, yeah, it's kind of anticlimactic to battle these guys at such a high level, but hey, we gotta do this to beat the game, so we gotta do it eventually. And wow, a whole 19 experience. Man, that's awesome. Anyways, now we got the LED lights. All we gotta do now is turn in those 2 quests to the bar. So let's go ahead and zoom past and do all that. Now, doing these is a tiny bit repetitive just because you gotta walk around a whole lot. And yep, let's turn those 2 suckers in. First off, the eggs for 100. Give us a decent amount of EXP. And then the LED light quest. Alright. Next, we have to accept the quest in our quest log, meaning we have to go in here and say we want to accept deliver the film, which starts right over here.
Welcome! Oh, you're the guy who accepted the quest, right? Thank goodness you're here! Just going up to the surface is a matter of life and death. All right, here's the film I want you to deliver. It's for a film camera. They're really rare, you know. This stuff is hard to come by these days. I want you to take this to a hunter who likes photography. I know, that was in the description. She ought to still be in the Ueno area. I'm pretty sure she wanted to take pictures of shrines and temples. I'm thinking she's just too caught up in taking pictures to come here herself, so I'm counting on you.
Alright, miss, no problem, and this is basically a required quest to beat. It's basically the start of the camera quests. Now, she's actually all the way over here. There's like a little temple hidden in the Ueno pond or whatever. Just simply come up here and go inside of this temple.
Wait, no, stop! Oh, great. That was my last shot, and you completely photobombed it. Huh? You came all this way to deliver my film? Well, thanks. It's so hard to get film these days, you know? I've been looking for some for a while now, and I was able to order some from the item shop in Ueno. Sorry for yelling at you before. Thanks. You seem pretty good at this. Hey, are you just starting out as a hunter? I don't recognize you. I'm Nozomi. I'm a hunter, but I take pictures on the side. Ever since I got this camera, I've been trying to get my hands on more film through some of my connections. Huh? Don't you know what a camera is? It's a device that lets you save what you see as a picture. Oh, are you interested in them? I'd love to tell you more about them, but I'm kinda short on time. I'd love to show you how much fun using a camera can be. Oh, I know! Here, I've got just the thing for you. This is another camera, but it instantly gives you a printout of the picture you just took. It's a digital camera with a built-in printer. Not as nice as this film camera, but it's perfect for a novice. Don't even think about selling it for some cash. Give it a try. I promise it'll be fun. Well, see you later, new guy. If we both survive long enough, we might run into each other again.
And that is the conclusion of the Deliver the Film quest. Now that has been done, a new quest is available in the Ueno bar. So we're going to go ahead and activate that one by just simply going in and checking the billboard. Now, this is the start of a long series of quests. The next one in the line is Samurai and Hunter United, which is a pretty interesting quest. Basically, we're going to team up with Nozomi, and we'll go kill a giant demon. It's going to actually be pretty cool. And where she's hiding is actually, well, right over here.
Oh, hey, you're that guy from before. So you accepted my quest, huh? You're that famous hunter samurai, right? I've heard a lot of rumors about you. Well, I'd like to formally request your aid in slaying a demon. The place is further north of the Ueno district. The demon Asura is attacking people over there. He's become a real threat, so I've been asked to put him down. I'm trying to recruit people to help me. And actually, you're the only one to show up. But I'm pretty sure the two of us can beat him. Well, let's get going. I'm counting on you.
And alright, we're gonna take down the Demon Asura as the next quest in the Chalice line. It's, how do you really say it? It's not necessarily difficult. I'd suggest if you're doing this in your actual, first time in Ueno, that you're roughly around level 20, because, well, he does pack quite a punch. But since I'm level 60, I think we'll be perfectly okay, and right here I'm going to use my Estoma sword, so we can just run straight through the guys, pay this guy a little bit of Maka to, well, let us cross over the river, and now I'm just tearing straight through the enemies. And yes, Asura is right over here.
Do you know what it means to turn your blade on me? Human, learn your place. I laugh at you for fighting me. I shall send you to the land of the dead.
Okay. Well, you see, we've already been to Hades, and, well, we kind of kicked his butt. Now, if you're fighting Asura for the first time, just make sure you have a lot of Bufu skills. And also be kind of weary of Nozomi, because she might actually shoot Asura with a gun, which he, well, blocks and will probably smirk and then critically hit you the next turn, so be a little bit careful of that. But if you have a ton of Bufu and decent level demons, this mission should be relatively easy. And yeah, just like that, he goes down.
To think I would be defeated by a human.
So that's what the famous hunter can do. You must be pretty strong if you can defeat Asura. I'm pretty sure if I'd fought him alone, he would have eaten me. I really appreciate your help. If something else comes up, I'll make sure to call you. Here's your reward. Take it with my thanks. Oh yeah, if we see each other again, you've got to show me some of the pictures you've taken. See you around.
And yes, guys, that's the first 4 of the 18 Chalice quests that we need to do. And in the next video, we're going to start even more. So see you guys then, and take care.